Hey everybody, welcome back. So I'm out in Berlin today picking up some metal from this metal yard. The metal specifically that I'm picking up is the roof for the little house and corner brackets. So I have been looking for vinyl ones, which was what were used in the design that I was following for the garage. And by the way, I haven't had a design for the small house. I just did it all from my head. And it mostly came together, so that's good. But yeah, and also, but using the same design that I used for the garage, the big giant garage, um, I just basically cut the recipe down, and I wanted to use all the same pieces. But ultimately, it dawned on me yesterday. I've been going crazy looking for the corner pieces, which, and the plan that I followed was made from vinyl, the corner brackets that you use for vinyl siding. And it just dawned on me yesterday that out here in New Mexico, there are no houses wrapped in vinyl, like none. Like it's not a thing. Like there are vinyl panels or whatever, but there are no houses wrapped in vinyl. So those plastic vinyl, not vinyl, not plastic, but vinyl corner brackets that I was looking for like crazy that no one seems to have, well, there's a reason for that. So today, like I said, I'm out here picking up the roof. I think this guy is going to be bringing it any second. And I decided to just inquire, like what do normal folks wrap the corners of a metal building in? And they got me some metal corner brackets, so we're good to go on that. And I'll get that all loaded up here shortly and be on my way. I'll check in with you guys soon. Hey guys, welcome back. It's a little windy out here today, so you're gonna have to forgive me the noise. So it's been a couple of days. I have been kind of throwing a tantrum, but also piddling. As you can see, the siding is mostly up. I'm not gonna do the whole walk around, but most of the building on all four sides, it has the metal panels. They're not sitting the way I want them to, so I'm gonna have to buy a sash for the top, which is, it is what it is. So I made this little staircase to get inside, just because I was here bored with well, no real money to actually buy a staircase. So I was like, all right, I'll just make one because I got enough wood sitting around everywhere. So there you go. That's what that is. Um, yeah, so you can even see I got the roof panels up there. Most of them, I haven't done the corners because I have to cut down the sides with a metal saw, which is my least favorite thing in the world to do. I don't like working with a metal saw. Okay, it's too bright out. Looks like I got just a white background on me. Come inside here for a minute then. Um, yeah, so today I had gone out to buy a door, and it was brought to my attention that my door frame was too small. I had made it 36 by 80 exactly, which is the size of the door, but it needs to be a couple inches bigger so that there's room for expansion and contraction and all that good stuff. So, what I'm doing today, after a few days of throwing tantrums about it, is chopping up my door. Yeah, so I'm chopping up the door to expand it, make it wider and bigger. Right now, I think it's 82 and a half inches or 83 inches, something like that. It's very close. It's where I want it to be though, and I think I'm still going to stick with the 4-inch wood for the frame. I'm just going to put a 6-inch header on top of it instead of what was there, and I've marked everything out so that I can get in here and keep chopping. So the door is going to go from where it was. This is where the old header used to sit, and it's going to go up to that mark right there, that one. So just not very long, not very far at all, just a little bit, which also made it that much more annoying because it's really not much to do, but it's a lot to do at the same time. I had to pull the OSB off the wall outside and then re-secure it all over again. I'm pulling out the jack studs that were in the middle, and it's work. It's one of a few. There's a long list of little things that I have left to do here. You can still see a little bit of light from outside. because I'm not done on the roof over there and sealing up that whole side, but that'll not happen today. It'll happen soon. Most of the roof panels, like I said, are already laid. I'll show you the back. Let me go around the back real quick. It's super bright outside though. See, there's no wind noise inside, but all right. So that's what I gotta cut. All of that right there just needs to be cut down to the shape of the roof. And then these are the middle roof panels that I put up all the way to the other side there. So, and like I said, panels all along the back. It's all done. I got my corner brackets here on the ground. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, that guy right there. So, you know, it's a bunch of little things, little trim work, little stuff that's not so little because it still requires a lot of metal cutting. It still requires a lot of, even the wood saw, measuring and moving things around. I got my roof caps here. So even though I put the panels up, I have not put the caps on just because I got to get the ends finished before I do any of that. So I got to get up there with a metal saw when it's not windy, and it's been crazy windy, unfortunately, all over again. But when it's not windy, I got to get up there with the metal saw and just, you know, trim those down to the pitch of the roof before I cap off the ends. And that's why I don't have any panels going across the ends. Everything's OSB out there, though, as you can see. So, work in progress. I stood around a little angry about it earlier, myself, of course. But at this point, I'm just knocking out the door just so that I can get something done. You know, I'm gonna do the door today, and probably just be done with this whole experience after I've done the door. So that's probably all I'll get done today. It's another 95-degree day out here, and so working in the middle of the day under the sun has been crazy. Thankfully, there's a building here now creating so much shade. Yay! Flies everywhere. Look at this thing. Look at this. Look at this. That's from 2 days of flies. Like, the flies are nuts. They're just crazy. But yeah. So I gotta hang another one of those. Catch some more flies. Yeah. So just the door today, I think, and depends on how motivated I feel from there. I hope to have this entire project wrapped up by like the 16th at the absolute latest. What is today, the 13th? Nope, it's the 14th. Okay, so wow, I'm gonna have to get to it. So I'll be out here doing that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll check in with you guys later. Peace. Hey everybody, back out here again, another morning. I don't actually know what day it is, but I am way up in the sky on the roof. So I'm working on the roof, and I don't find myself 100% happy with what I see, but this is what we got. So I'm not cleaning off this literal dust. It's just dust. But I'm covered in sawdust and metal dust from cutting metal. So I don't care. It's also supposed to rain tonight pretty hard, which is the whole reason I got up here to finish this, because I didn't want it half exposed in any way while the rain was hitting. Not in love with my corner pieces, unfortunately. I'm going to have to do something about that on both ends. As you can see there, a little bit of metal sticking out. That's not cool. I tried to make that piece a little bit longer to cover the metal, but that does nothing for this side, and that's a whole nother project. This is essentially me throwing my tantrum about the door, but on the roof this time. So things didn't work out exactly the way I wanted them to work out, but it's a work in progress. That's where we're at. It's all done. It's all hammered, screwed down. More of that you know, I need to do something about, but we're gonna have to wait. Oh, that was the other thing. So these are 10-foot roof caps, and I forgot I had a 20-foot roof, and that's why the roof cap doesn't reach the very end. So I'm gonna have to probably cut some pieces and add on to it over there on both ends. But I'm also worrying about roof wind resistance, and right on cue the wind kicks in. So Hopefully you can hear me, but I'm gonna get down from here and pretty much just wait out this monsoon that's coming. It's a 40% chance. Usually when it's a 30% chance, we get like torrential rain, and the roads all flood out. You can't really get here if you don't have a truck. So we got 40% chance today, so it's going to be at least that, if not better, I'm thinking. So best case scenario, it totally misses us because it is only 40%. But worst case, I got my roof up, so at least the inside won't be getting wet, and I'll be good there, and I can continue my work once the weather gets better. So until then, see you guys. The wind is out here acting crazy again. Not surprised. It is New Mexico. My hands aren't shaking. The whole building I'm in is shaking right now. But you know what doesn't shake? That house right over there. That's better. So yeah, like I said, no blowing here, no shaking, no wind. Well, you can hear it. It's outside still, but like pretty sturdy building considering these crazy windstorms we get. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up and shoot on out there, so you guys have that. And what day is today? I don't remember, but okay, I'll start working on the next one after that. That's probably going to entail me finishing the door. I knocked out all the parts for it. I just got to get my 2x6s here into the door and create a new door frame with a double header. And still got to put up the corner braces on the front. As you saw in the last video I just shot, it's still all just OSB board on the corner, just on that one corner over here, because I just haven't, like, I've cut a lot of metal, and I've got like the burn marks all over me to prove it. I'm not a fan of cutting metal, but I've still got to cut a couple panels. I've got to cut that panel over there, and then I got to cut a panel over here by the door, which I need to wait for the door for, because I have to actually shrink the OSB that's over there, because there's some rattling happening also, and that's very specifically the one panel that I cut to hang over. It's rattling up against the next panel because it doesn't actually click in and lock like it's supposed to, unfortunately, because the distances between the lock point and where I needed the roof to end didn't really line up. So once the wind is over, at some point in the far off future, I'll have to worry about finding a solution for that rattling, because I know it's going to drive me insane. But for right now, not worrying about it. At least I know exactly what it is. I can see it like just barely rattling a little bit in the wind. As much as the wind is trying its hardest to rip everything apart like it always does. But we're doing good out here today, so I'm happy about that. We've had wind and rain. 2 separate rainstorms came in and dumped a ton of water, so it's a good day in the desert. Anyway, like I said, I'll be working on the door. These last 2 corners I got to do, just put in the corner the corner brackets on, and at that point it'll be mostly covered, other than the trim I'm gonna have to do at the top. I'm undecided about that, but that's much later in the future. I've come to understand that like this is not gonna happen. As much as I've been at this for 3 weeks, I think. It's not going to happen in a month. In terms of all this that has to happen on the inside, I'm going to do shiplap boards. I'm going to put up all the insulation in between all the studs, and all that's going to take time. I'm going to do flooring here at some point. All of that's going to take a ton of time and money, And so like that too. You know, I still gotta seal up all of that over there. But with the rain and everything, it's miraculously not wet in here, even slightly. And the building's not moving with all that crazy wind, so I think we're doing great as far as those things go. So, like I said, with time, I'll get to the rest of it. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe or you'll miss the whole story. And yeah, I'll get to that in the next video. Till then, see you guys. Stay safe, be good. Peace out. All the previous wind damage panels here. Literally, even the metal ones on the ground. Look at that.